in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can create a Slack app so you can use in any of your agents that we're using, whether it's Hermes agent, whether it's OpenAI agent, whether it's Louis Vuitton agent, whether it's your mom's agent. I don't care, whatever agent that's going to come in the future, you need to know how to build a Slack app properly. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in a very, very simple short, but I'm pretty sure it's going to take less because I've built multiple apps on Slack here. Alright, so the first thing that you need to do is, if you want to use Slack, where you want to send messages, read messages, and a lot of stuff using OpenAI, first you need to come to a place called api.slack.com/apps. So api.slack.com/apps is the place that you want to go to, and in there is where you get to create your own app. So let me show you exactly how it is that you can start building an app here. So click on create new app. I wanted to click on create from scratch, and now add I'm gonna add YouTube app, OpenAI agent version 2, and then you can select the workspace that the workspaces that you're owner on or main member at shows up in here. I'm going to choose auto members, the workspace that you're in. If it doesn't show up and you're an admin, that means you're logged in using a different account. Log out, log in again in this browser, you should be good to go. Then it's going to show up stuff like this. Client secret, signing secret are all important. Your AI is going to use those information. I would recommend adding an icon because it just looks much cooler. My agent, it just looks, how cool is this shit? You can add that stuff. You can add the background color if you want. It doesn't exactly matter. You can add the description, so when it does click up, it's going to show up in here. Alright, so first thing is I want to go to OAuth. This is the most important part of this video, okay? So the success of the app and how it works and your agent performing well really depends on how you set up the access in here. If you don't set the access up in here, no matter what the agent does, the agent is not going to fix itself because you need to do the right access. So I'm going to show you exactly how you need to do. So please close attention. Let's lean a bit closer so you're listening to it properly. So basically in scopes, you need to define what scope it has. Now, what are scopes? Scopes are basically the guardrails, the rules and conditions that we tell the AI on what it can do and what it can't do. It's like telling a kid, hey kid, touch this, but don't touch a knife. Do this, but don't do this. That's all that is. We are telling this app what it can do and what it can't do. And there is two types of rules. There is bot rules, bot token scopes, bot token scopes, and user token scopes. What is bot token scopes? What is user token scopes? What's the difference? I'll tell you what the difference is. So basically, whenever you're setting up an automation, right, there's two ways in which the app is gonna work. The app is either gonna go through all the messages, send messages, read messages, react to messages as an app directly or as you. So if you enable user tokens, it's going to act as you and it's going to send message on your behalf using your account. So whichever account installs the app, if I install the app using my logins, like I said, right, when you log in, it will show the right workspaces, and that app, when I click on install app in here, it's going to install. When I click on install app in here, it's going to install to my workspace. Click on that, it's going to install onto my workspace. That app that's the user. It's going to be, for example, this was an automated email I sent. I set up an automated email like this, and it used my username, my everything. It's going to send on my behalf. It's as if I'm sending it. All right. Now, bot tokens, on the other hand, is basically a bot sending those messages. You see this this content automated content app. This is a make.com app that sent this message. Let me show you an app. This is OpenAI that sent automated members app. This app basically send a quick summary of my email, my fireflies, my calendar. I sent this OpenAI a few days back. If you want to watch exactly how I did it, the video for it is going to be linked in here. If you were watching this a week from when this video gets launched, so if you're in the future and I haven't launched it yet, then subscribe and stay tuned. All right. So yeah, that's how the bot is going to work. It's either going to send it as an app or it's going to send it as a user. It's up to you to decide what you want to do. I highly recommend always use an app, because if you send it as a user, if you say some stupid things, people know that it's not you. It's basically an app. Like if you say Fahad's channel is whack, has no value, it's a stupid thing. People know that's bullshit, so they're not going to believe in you. So now that and there's so many other benefits. You can let the app send messages, you can let the app do certain things. It's just much easy for you to use an app. So go to an app and now grant the right scopes. What permissions do you give? You can give so many permissions, right? I will tell you the key permissions that I would give and I would not give for the sake of confidentiality, security, and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to select. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to show you exactly what all scopes that you need. Basically, for the app, for the agent to work properly, what does the agent need to do? The agent needs to send messages, The agent needs to read messages. The agent should be able to join public channels. The agent should be able to read all the public channels. The agent should be able to know who all the users are, maybe send user messages on behalf sometimes. So basically what I would do is, I would mention this app mention. So whenever the app is mentioned, it should be able to read that message wherever it is. I would then select this channel history. It will be able to see all the history of any channel it's been. I would then add this. It should be able to join any public channels that's there. It should be able to manage any public channel that's been there. It should be able to read all the public channels that's been there. Would I enable this? No, I don't want to invite any members to the public channel. I would not let the AI, because the AI could technically add anyone in there. I'm not going to do that, alright, because safety precautions. If anyone gonna come in, I don't want to do it. It could enable this. This is important, not important, maybe not. I would enable this so the AI can basically start chatting with the message. I would send this. I would not enable this, alright? I would not enable this because it could basically change its username and password and all that stuff. You could technically know who it's by clicking on this. It's going to show an app, but still, I would not recommend it. And then the next stuff I would recommend is go all the way down. I would enable this file read and file write, so it can read any files that you send it and it can write any files you send it. If you are sending confidential files in, such as user data, this, that, I'm not sure where your OpenClaw is. I'm not sure what skills OpenClaw, whatever agent you have, I don't recommend it, so that it doesn't read files. You can just send messages, read messages, and that's it. So that if you have strict NDAs with big clients, you're not going to leak stuff. I'm not recommending you do it. So click on group history, view all the messages from group, read and group write, and that's it. And group topic history, it doesn't matter, but just add that in there. And the next thing, I would not let it directly message anyone or read any message directly. I just feel like it's a bit confidential, so I would not recommend you add those scopes in. And the next set of scopes I would add is user related scope. Okay, so I'm gonna allow it to basically view the name icon of all the teams that I have. So it's gonna add team read. All right, so it knows all the teams that are there. I'm gonna use user group read, user groups write, user profile read, user read email, and user write. So that allows you to send messages like this. You see, all these messages were sent by AI. It's also gonna put stuff in draft as well. So that's the scope that's gonna allow you. And lastly, and most importantly, you can ask the agent what scope it needs. Like, ask the agent, hey, what are the actual scope that you need and what do you really need? Just don't give me all the scopes. Just give me scopes that you need for the use case that I have now, and only give it limited scope. Don't give it too much scope. You just can make it powerful, and when the day comes where you get unfortunately hacked, you're screwed over. So that's that. And once you set all those things up, right, then I want you to go in. I'm gonna add few tokens just for the testing purposes. All right, I'm gonna add few scope because without it I can't do anything. I'm gonna add user write. I'm gonna add, and now that we added all these things, now let's click on install to automate my biz. All right, click on install to automate my biz, and now what it's going to do is it's going to basically install the app. So click on the drop down, make sure you choose the right workspace. It's going to have all the scopes in here, and click on allow. Now we're going to click on allow, and now what's going to happen is the bot is going to be an app. It's going to be an app. So one of the ways in which you can see if it's working correctly is by going to any particular channel, go to integration. It's going to show all the apps, click on add app, then it's going to show the list of apps that you have the ability to add. And now your agent, you see this, it's in here, this thing in here is in here, and if you click on add, then the app is going to automatically add that app in here. It's going to add that app in here. Now I need to know, there's few things that I need you to be aware of. All right, few things I need to be aware of when you add a new scope in. If you add a new scope, the OpenClaw or any agent is like, hey Fahad, add this scope. Like, hey, I need this scope to do certain work properly. For example, I have an app, I didn't have this because of that it couldn't directly send a message, so I had to add this scope in 2 days back. And then I had to reinstall it. Whenever you add any new scope in, you always reinstall the app to your workspace. All right, you reinstall the app to your workspace, and then it's going to start working properly from there. Now, second most important thing I need you to know, the app is only going to work. It's only going to work if that app is part of the channel that you're using. So if you have private channels, it can't join private channels. You have to manually add them in there. Alright, so basically it can't read anything unless you add it. How do we add it? Let me show you an example. In here, you click on this particular thing. Alright, now you click on integrations. Now you click on add app, and then you select the app that you want to add. For example, OpenClaw agent, click on add, and now the agent can send message to here. Unless you add the app it's not gonna work to any private channels. For public channels, it can automatically join itself, all right? But for private channels, unless you add them in, it's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna read the messages, write the messages. So if you have a set of private channels, right, go to every single private channel and add them in, and that's it. It's that simple. Let me just go to my AI and ask it, hey, if I was starting from scratch. So basically all you need to do is tell the AI, like, hey, I need to create a Slack. What do you need from me? And then it's gonna ask you a few things. It's gonna ask you for the bot user token. It's gonna ask you for the signing secrets. It's gonna ask you for certain things. All you need to do is it's gonna bot token, signing secret. You can get those things by going to basic information, signing secret, click on show, copy, paste it, bot token, go on OAuth. It's gonna show up a bot token. It's gonna show up a bot token. Bot token, copy, paste, can automatically send messages to Slack and do anything at once. And then you ask it, hey, can you please test it? And then it may ask you for certain more information, like do this, do that, and that's it. Once you do all those things, you successfully connected your Slack app to any other agent out. All right, so that's the end of the video. I hope this video was helpful. If this was helpful, if it was really helpful, all I ask you to do is just click on subscribe, because making videos like this on AI, agents, automations for business owners, that's all I do. So click on subscribe, and you see the thumbs button over there. Encourage your bot to do more of such stuff. Yeah, just click on that button, and that's about it. I hope to see you guys on the next video. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, see you then. Ciao, bye.